guys, Legend of Bearded here, back with another deck tech for you. We got Teamer Ramp today. What we're going to do is we are going to go through this deck real quick, then we're going to play a couple matches, see how it all works out. So what we have is we have 2 copies of Into the Roil, nothing new there. 2 copies of Jwari Disruption, nothing new there as well. 4 copies of Fire Prophecy, 2 copies of Shatterskull Smashing, 2 copies of Mystical Dispute, 4 copies of Cultivate for our ramp. Obviously we need to ramp into this. 3 Goldspan Dragons, new card from the current set, Kaldheim. So it says whenever Goldspan Dragon attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create treasure token. Treasures you control have tap to sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana of any color. Now that only happens while Goldspan's on the field. If Goldspan leaves the field, it only becomes tap, add 1 mana of any color. Now you can't add 2 mana of different colors, it has to be the same color. We have 4 copies of Shark Typhoon for cycling and for those, flying decks, obviously. 4 copies of Beanstalk, obviously for the ramp, mainly for his adventure ability here. We all know what that adventure ability is. We've all played before, hopefully. But if not, it says search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. He also becomes a big creature in the late game, so good card to have. The real reason for all the ramp is Genesis Ultimatum and Ugin, obviously. Genesis Ultimatum lets our search our deck for 5 permanents or 5 cards and put top 5 cards off the top of the deck, put any number of permanents from that onto the battlefield. Lands, creatures, Ugins, Goldspans, whatever. Ugin, obviously, probably one of the better cards right now in the current meta. And then we have we run not a high number of lands in this deck, honestly. So 4 islands, 2 mountains, 4 forests, 1 river glide pathway, 4 Cragcrown Pathways, 1 Barkchannel Pathway, 4 Ketria Triomes, if I can talk today, 4 Ketria Triomes, and 3 Fabled Passages. Sideboard, we have Shock, Essence Scat, 2 copies of Essence Scatter, Negate, Shredded Sails, Maze Mind, 1 copy of Mystical Dispute, 3 Bone Crushers for your quick, fast, early decks like mono red, things like that, and 3 Comas for your really aggressive decks. That's pretty much the deck tech. So we'll jump into some matches, see how it goes. Guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Really helps us out. Leave a comment, something like that. Also helps us out. And we'll get into the deck. On Connington. This is platinum right now, so we haven't done too much ranking this season, but we will. We'll play more ranking. This hand's okay. We got what we want. We got a counter. We got ramp. We got two of the manas that we're really looking for. And then we have Shatterskull for the red if we need it. Yep. Let's just play out our passage. We'll run and get red with this. Oh, he's foretelling. I wonder what that could be. It's either the Scry or the I Saw It Coming, right? It's going to be one or the other. So we're looking to get red here. We're obviously looking to play blue because this is more than likely going to be a blue. Or wait, no. Okay, so we're playing. Okay, so this is probably okay. Let's see what that's going to be. It's probably going to be Doomscar or something. Which we need to play around that because obviously he has white. Doomscar wipes us out, which is fine. We don't have many creatures to play. Okay, this is a big okay, he's all about foretell right now. So let's just cultivate, get this over with. Grab blue. We have another red source, so let's grab 2 blue sources just for our Genesis Ultimatum. This way we have it. He's going to play something this turn. Okay, there's Solomon. That's fine. Solemn, however you say it. We can remove Solemn here. I wish it was a Scorching Dragonfire instead of Fire Prophecy, but that's fine. Let's just pass turn. We could have obviously played Dragon there if we wanted, but we're looking for removal at this point. We're going to counter this. We don't want that on the field. See what he does. We're going to drop an Ugin here. We're looking for something better than Ugin at this point. We're going to play Goldspan Dragon this coming turn, unless something else comes off the top of the deck, but I think Goldspan Dragon's what we're going to play. Yeah. Get Goldspan out. Swing away. We can cycle here, so we'll hold that up as like a potential counter. Hopefully he plays around a potential counter at this point. These Yorion decks are very popular this set. Okay, there's the Angels. So what? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have Ugin this turn. He has nothing to counter Ugin at this point. So resolve. We're going to minus Ugin for 0 because these are 0 tokens. And he'll probably concede. Yeah, absolutely. Pay 0, confirm. Bye-bye tokens. We'll play green. Once again, we're playing around for Genesis Ultimatum. He's got a big issue here with Ugin. Okay, that's fine. He's going to take my Ugin. What he doesn't know is we have another Ugin ready for his... Well, what is minus Ugin for 5? I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean, we have 4 copies of Ugin in this deck, so... minusing 5 is not a big deal. We're going to attack first. Just in case. We're fine losing our Goldspan here. We don't need him anymore. Play out our Triome. We have our big boy now, so Goldspan and being... I mean, he's created the mana that we needed him to create. So that's all he's really... I mean, he is there as a beatdown factor, but he's more there to create that mana that we need early on at turn 5. Because turn 5, sometimes the deck will... It'll fizzle out on getting mana, and I've noticed that from playing it. Faye, what's he going to go grab? What was our opponent grab? It'd been nice if we had a few more counters come out, but apparently that didn't happen. Does he have anything in our sideboard for us? I mean, he's been in there for a while, right? He obviously didn't know what he was going to get at this point. He was just seeing if he had anything to get, I guess. That would help him out in this situation. Okay, so he's looking to draw 7 cards. So we're looking for a counter. We're going to ping him in the face for 3, obviously. And then, but we'll have 1, 2, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mana, 9 mana with this. So we can play land if we need to. Play Beanstalk, grab land. Let's just ping him real quick. If we cultivate, we're going to get 1 land tapped. So we'll only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll only have 6, 7. We can cultivate and go. We cultivate for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 7 lands, so that's fine. So we'll cultivate. We'll grab our last red and our last blue. Play blue. I'm fine with being tapped out here. Let him draw his 7 cards. Not too concerned with Beanstalk's effect. I want to put the pressure on him right now. Like, you have to remove this card, or you're done, basically. Unless you have to play a creature. You can play Fae, which is fine. I'll just minus and we'll get rid of Fae. Unless he has some other card here. I don't know. Okay, there's the Doomscar that we were looking for. But it means he can't play this now, so that's good. So we put the pressure on him. He can't play this. We can keep just going at face at this point. Really wish we had Shocker Bone Crusher right now, just for this reason. He's going to pull his Yorion. Oh, he's not going to pull his Yorion? I mean, okay. Sure. I'm still just going to come at his face with Ugin. Because he only has 3, 5. He has 6 damage, but if I plus Ugin, it gives Ugin 8. So he's not going to be able to kill Ugin. Shark Typhoon would be good here. Because it'll really give us like a big flyer. Okay, he can pull his Ugin now. There we go. That's what we want. Or not his Ugin, his Yorion. Sorry. Yeah, sure. Jwari. Jawari's not good enough. We can minus Ugin for 4. Or we can, I mean, what do we do here? Because we can minus Ugin for 4, it gets rid of all of this, and then his Yorion means nothing, right? He won't be able to deal 1. I think that's what we're gonna, I think that's the better play here. Just doing 4. That way his Yorion means nothing, right? I think that's the better play. That just keeps his Yorion from being able to really have any effect on us. Yeah, that's fine. This guy has 100. What? How big was this deck? How the hell did he get shit that he needed? Like, he's actually had like some really good draws for that many cards in the deck. I just saw that. Holy cow. That is a really big deck. Man, this guy's like the slowest player. I don't know if this video is going on YouTube or not. This is bad. Like, guy's so slow. This is what I don't like about Yorion is like it makes people play so slow. I mean, then again, if you got 100 and some card deck, I mean, you got a lot of stuff. I don't know how this guy's in platinum with a deck that size, but maybe he didn't use that deck to get to platinum, right? Charming Prince, he has the 1 mana to pay. That's fine. We don't want his Yorion having any effect on us, so we want to kill everything that we can at this point. So we're going to plus to kill this Prince. Just because we don't want Yorion having any effect. That's fine. He's going to take our Ugin away. Yep, he's not tapped out yet. The problem with Jwari doesn't have much effect past like round 1 or 2, but we don't want him. He's not going into a sideboard again. I can tell you that right now. I mean, he's got to play he's got to play Yorion at this point, I think, to get, unless he has another ECD in his hand or some type of removal. Yorion would be the play to get rid of my Beanstalk. There we go. All right, we're looking for like, we haven't seen a Genesis Ultimatum. We don't have that many cards left in our deck. We've been through half our deck now. We haven't come across a Genesis Ultimatum. That would be nice to see right here. Yeah, Genesis Ultimatum would be perfect, or an Ugin. Ugin would be amazing right now. Yeah, I'm fine with getting rid of my Beanstalk. Wow, we can't get anything, man. We're trying to like thin out the deck as much as we can here with lands, but I can't believe it didn't. It hasn't hit anything. So he can swing for 12. I can't do anything about it. This is the problem right now in this meta, man. These Yorion decks, it's disgusting at this point. Like, I mean, we beat them a lot with a Teamer ramp. Like, we actually beat them a lot. But sometimes you just can't. Sometimes they just get exactly what they need. Oh, look at this. We are about to tear this dude up. Good game, bud. What's he got here? What's his highest? 5? 5. Yeah, 5. We actually won this. Thank you, Ugin. This is why Ugin's in this deck. I'm fine with attacking here. He has no choice but to block it. Let's see how Ugin can come out. Ugin can just change the entire mood of this game. Ugin doesn't do anything to these artifacts, so that's a problem. But other than that, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We really, really need a Genesis Ultimatum. Get our flyer. Get our flyer to come in. We need a Goldspan or Genesis at this point. Because this guy's just going to keep drawing and whatever. He's got a million freaking cards in his deck. I don't know how he expects to win anything with this. I mean, he's holding up some counters right now. He knows. He knows if he doesn't hold up counters, it's going to be bad. We're going to cycle that land away. We don't need land anymore. Once again. We don't have any land to go and get for this. Like, all of our land is here. We don't have any basics. No basics left. I mean, he's trying to heal back. I mean, he can go back to what, 11? He's digging. Do we win? Come on. What do you got, buddy? You have anything that saves you at this point? I mean, in your 160 card deck or whatever limit or whatever amount of cards are in this deck. Skyclave, that's a blocker. You need at least one more blocker because I'm going to kill that with Ugin and just 16 to the face. Another Skyclave? Sure. I mean, he's struggling right now. I mean, we don't even need to do that. We can just mine a Ugin for 3 and go to the face. Wait, is this an artifact? No. Okay. Good game. Woo! Get wrecked, nerd. We call everybody here nerd. If you guys haven't done so already, you'll find our Discord link down in the chat. It is called the Nerd Herd. Everyone there is a nerd. We love it. We love being the nerd herd. So this Team of Ramp deck is actually a really good deck. We don't want to talk right now because we're going to cut this. Cut that. We're going to be playing Brow Boy. Nice. We have Shatter Skull if we need it as a land. The Cultivate. We have one. We have a counter. What's he playing? He playing Yorion, Luris. All right, so we know our opponent's probably on either the white weenie deck. So Dispute doesn't do much for us, but let's keep it. Probably a bad hand to keep, but we at least have ramp. I mean, with ramp, it's always good to keep any ramp that you get at this point. And in this meta, anyway. This meta is a hard meta right now. I mean, if our opponent plays land or whatever, I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, right? Oh, he was still deciding what he was getting rid of? Okay. Well, that's fine. And we get another Ugin. Ugin seems to come in this deck, like, ridiculous. Like, we always flood out with Ugin, and I don't know why. Like, the shuffler, man. The shuffler of Arena, right? Not the best shuffler, I can say. I don't know what they have going on, but we either flood out with lands or we flood out with Ugins. Seems to be the thing right now. I mean, this deck doesn't play that many lands. I mean, we play quite a few lands, but nothing crazy. Okay. Dimir Rogues. That's fine. Rogues are fine. I mean, how fast do we want to go is the question. I think we just play this tapped. Hold up Dispute. So we're holding up Dispute and Fire Prophecy at this point. See what he does. And that's why we hold up Dispute, for things like that. If we don't get anything this turn, if we get a land, we didn't get a land, we need to Cultivate. That sucks. I really didn't want to Cultivate. I wanted to Fire Prophecy that. Let's Cultivate. This way we at least have land for the next 2 turns. Yeah, for now we'll grab blue and red. Alright, there's our 5 land for our Goldspan. So we have 2 Goldspans here. So we're okay with Goldspan. He's holding up something. Probably, what's that flying rogue? Probably that flying rogue, which I'm fine. I'm fine with that. We missed our land drop again, so we need to Goldspan here. That's fine. Didn't say please. Okay. We're not going to hold up the Jwari. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep ramping up as much as we can at this point. We need to not miss land drops. We're going to try and force another Goldspan down his throat here. Hold up Fire Prophecy at this point because we're going to kill this if he counters that. We have Ultimatum. Hopefully he's out of counters. Probably not, though. He probably has another Drown in the lock. We'll find out. If he taps out here, then he did not tap out. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and play Shark. We're trying to run him out of counters at this point before we go for Ultimatum. Oh, he is out of counters. Okay. That's fine. I'm okay with that. He's been missing his land drops, so that's not very good for him. I think this turn we're going to try and play Ugin because he just drew some cards, so we want to make sure that he doesn't have any more counters in his hand. It's going to give us an 8/8 Shark, obviously. So just playing Ugin gives us an 8/8 Shark. I wonder if he's holding up a dispute. Let's try Ugin. He's in his hand. He has nothing. I mean, we what? Minus Ugin for 2? That's the smart play here. I mean, no, because then we lose our Shark. Let's get rid of this. We'll just hold up Shark. So we know he didn't have any counters for our Ugin that time. So I think it may be safe to play our Ultimatum this turn, unless he just drew something. No, he's digging. Never mind. He's digging. He's digging away, boys. This is what rogues do, right? They dig away and hope. So he hit land. So he's got one on top. We'll plus Ugin again. Cool. That's exactly what we wanted. Let's attack with Shark and see what he does. We wanted to burn his hand. Is it safe to slam Ultimatum at this point? I don't think so. That's fine. Run and grab green. I mean, he has to attack our Ugin. If he doesn't attack our Ugin, we play another Ugin. It's bad news for him. Okay, that's fine too. I have another one for you. He's tapped out now, so he just tapped himself out for this. So this is probably going to get ugly. Oh, we only hit that? Wow. We hit some Cultivates, though. We hit a Fire Prophecy. Let's Fire Prophecy and drop one of these Cultivates. Just keep creating Sharks. We'll take another red. All right, he has to have a way to deal with these Sharks. If he has no way to deal with these Sharks, it's good game. There you go. We beat Rogues. Team of Ramp beat Rogues. You guys saw it here. I'm okay with that. I mean, this deck's doing pretty good so far. We have a pretty good win rate. I wish I had MTGA Assistant up right now, but I don't. All right. We have no ramp. We have plenty of mana, though. And we have some counters. I was really hoping to get a little ramp right there. Is this Dimir Rogues again? Like, are we playing rogue? What is up with this, man? This whole meta is nothing but rogues. Like, what has this game became? Like, this entire meta is nothing but rogues. Like, this platinum meta? Or this platinum ranking? I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about you guys playing in platinum, but y'all need to figure out some better decks than rogues. I understand it's a pretty cheap deck to make, or it's been like best in meta for a while now, but you guys really need to figure out something better than rogues. Rogues are just it's not even that they're good, they're just annoying. We're not going to let that out, right? There's no way in hell we were letting out a second Thieves Guild Enforcer. If we can stop it, we're going to stop it. And that's exactly why. Because we would have been eating 4 cards right there. Plus another 2. So yeah, so we would have been eating a total of, what, 6 cards? Not about that life. We'll go and grab green just in case. I mean, we can obviously create a shark here, so if he attacks with this, we can create a shark and kill his enforcer, which is nice. Sure. Well, that didn't kill his enforcer. That was my bad. I didn't keep track of how many cards we had in our graveyard. Misplay on my part. But we'll just stop from eating 4 damage, right? I mean, at this point, we need what? Triumph? There's one of our reds. It'd be nice to have another red source this next turn. But I mean, he's running counters, obviously. So it'd be nice to have another red source, though. We're going to hold up Jwari here. See what he does. He's going to play another enforcer. Oh, he's going to cling? Do I want him to spend his mana here is the thing. Nah, I'm okay with that. He's in his hand. What's he getting? That ain't happening. Grab another red. All right, we'll take 6 here and go to 4. Ugh. Well, we have the lands we need for Ultimatum, so I'm glad he played that. Let's see what we hit with Ultimatum. Well, things just got real ugly for him, right? So we just -3. We might have just saved ourselves because he wanted to tap out for ultimate or for that creature. If he kills Ugin, I'm fine with it. Like, I mean, if he has something to kill Ugin, good, go for it, bud. I mean, does he win here? I don't think he wins here at this point, right? He's scrambling. What's he gonna do? try and play another dragon. See if he's got a counter. Just because we have so many dragons in our hand, I'm fine with the dragon taking a counter. I mean, he can cling, right? Can he cling? No, he needs to exile 5. Sure, that's fine, bud. Did we just show him that we have another one? I mean, he's dead next turn unless he does something, right? He needs something. He needs a blocker, or he needs to kill Ugin, or one of these dragons. I mean, that's the only way he really wins, right? Is by killing Ugin or one of these dragons. Or the only way he saves himself, not necessarily wins, but saves himself. But he would have to spend most of his mana to do it. He would at least have to spend 2 for Drown the Lock. Good game, bud. It's another one down. That's Dimir Rogues for you guys. All right, so let's jump back in. Went on ahead and got rid of. Let me see. All right, so we went on ahead and got rid of the Dimir Rogues. We actually had a couple matches of Dimir Rogues running the ranked right now. You guys saw that. Deck works great. Amazing deck. Probably one of the better decks in the meta. I really like the ramp. There is a nice deck we're going to be doing in a couple days. Or we're going to be doing at some point, either today or tomorrow, or at some point we're going to do that deck. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and always leave a comment. I love reading the comments on the decks. Team or ramp for you. Did really good against rogues. We actually had a variety match in there, which was nice. We didn't get all rogues, but anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one.